And welcome to the Alf'Dawg Show, everybody. My name is Anthony Alford. It is great to have you along here for the show. We've had a good run so far. No guests today. All sports, because this is a very important show that you need to know about. You know, the landscape of sports right now is starting to expand on its cracks. And I'm going to talk about it because nobody else is going to talk about it. Nobody else wants to even think of a possibility that next year, in 2011, there could be no football. There could possibly be no basketball to start the 2011-2012 seasons. And nobody probably doesn't even care to improve the sport of baseball. You thought I was crazy in the last segment where I said the healthiest sport right now is the National Hockey League. The National Hockey League. Hockey in the United States being the healthiest sport professional league? No way. You know, the NFL, Super Bowl's most watched program ever in television history. It's a spectacle. Tune in every Sunday to watch it. Or Monday nights. No way. Guess what, folks? When you have a rookie who has never ever taken a snap in the NFL getting paid more than top-notch players in their positions who have won Super Bowls, yeah, tell if you think that makes sense, let me know, please. If you think it makes sense for a rookie quarterback to get more money than, at this stage off his contract, than elite quarterbacks that's been in this business for several years now, let me know if that makes sense to you. Matter of fact, let me give you a couple of snippets here. Okay? Sam Bradford. Now, Sam Bradford, great player in college. No, let's not make any mistake about it. Great football player. But he's been injured since October. Actually, he's really been injured since September. But yet, somehow, the St. Louis Rams found fit, and it's by the magical work of Sam Bradford's agent, but somehow the St. Louis Rams, who just a decade ago at this time was coming off of a Super Bowl victory, it was the greatest show on turf, and in the last 3 years have only won a grand total of 6 games in the last 3 years. And they only won 1 game last year. But somehow, so you're saying, okay, Sam Bradford, the saving grace of the company, saving grace of the franchise. But somehow, his contract deal, 6 years, $78 million. $50 million in guaranteed money. Now, I have no problem I have no problem with guaranteed money because, especially in football, because football is the most physical sport. Football and rugby, the two most physical sports in the world. You know, so you need the assurance that in case you do somehow get hurt, you're going to have that money. The $50 million in guaranteed money, he's getting paid more. I want you to hear this. 6 years, $78 million. Now, I first want to expand on the trend that has been going on with these #1 picks in the draft. Matthew Stafford, who is now the QB at Detroit. Matthew Stafford, who did not play in the last 3-4 games of the season because of injury. He gets $41 million in guaranteed money. $41 million in guaranteed money. Bradford went up 19% in his contract deal over Matthew Stafford. 19%. And then, how about you remember that one guy who got drafted first round, #1 pick by the Oakland Raiders? You know, he was supposed to be this top tier caliber athlete. He was supposed to follow in the footsteps of Vince Young or, you know, Randall Cunningham, of a athletic, versatile quarterback. You remember? I wonder what that guy's name was. Oh! I know what the name of that guy was. Jamarcus Russell. You remember that guy? Yeah, he was supposed to save the Oakland Raiders franchise, but instead, somehow, some way, made it worse. He got $32 million in guaranteed money. Well, Oakland signed him. Now, and you see how that turned out for Oakland. Now, I just want to create an image real quickly of how this is like. If you can't quite relate to this in the image of sports, let me put it to you kind of like in the workforce of some source. Give you a real life example. Let's say that I work for the city and I have only worked for a grand total of 8 weeks. 8 weeks. Just fresh off of high school. I only worked for 8 weeks. And my boss, or CEO, comes up to me and says, we're going to give you the highest paid contract, the highest payroll in the company. Now, if I'm in that position, you're right, I'm going to take it. If the owner himself comes up, and it's a game of negotiation, but if the owner says, CEO says, we're going to make you the highest paid worker for the company, you're right, I'm going to take it, regardless. But the bad thing is, you're getting paid more for just stepping in the door. You didn't even step in the door. I didn't even step in the door. Only been there for 8 weeks. Yet, I'm getting paid more than 2 guys who's been there for 30 years. And has put more work into the company for the past 30 years. Yet, I'm getting paid more than them. I've only been there for 2 weeks. or 8 weeks in 2 months. Does that? For those who think that's actually right, something's wrong. How can these rookies have more money in their contracts than two guys who has a combined 6 Super Bowl appearances and a combined 4 Super Bowl victories? More in a moment.